Okay, we got another video for you. There's a lot of stolen valor accusations. Now, if you look at this lady here, and I do believe that's a female, that would be a Navy E8. I think that's a Master Chief Petty Officer or a Senior Chief Petty Officer. I was not in the Navy. I was in the Army, actually. But let's see. Yeah, that would be an E8, and that's a Senior Chief Petty Officer, and she's got a dog. She's got a lot of ribbons and some trident wings. Up here, you'll see the trident wings and parachute wings. So, and yes, I met another lady who told me that she was a Navy SEAL. Okay, well, okay. Not going to argue with that. But anyway, if you're looking at the Navy SEALs, there you go. Okay, Navy SEAL. But then we got a different situation.
I feel disrespected for all the vets that served and actually went overseas in combat. You know, it's a slap in the face.
Stolen valor.
He served our country in combat, but this Marine Corps vet says he was attacked by someone who believed that he was lying about his military service. The Sacramento vet says his attacker should have known better because he's in the military himself. Good evening, I'm Sam Shane.
And I'm Christina Janes. Nick Janes is live in Sacramento with a story you'll see only on CBS 13. Nick?
Christina, Sam, this happened over the weekend at the Arden area bar here behind me. This Marine Corps vet says this guy was looking for a fight, tried to say he had never served, and then jumped him right there in the parking lot.
Okay, that's one of those stolen valor things. Stolen valor. Speaking of stolen valor, here's another situation. Okay.
Ventura said that he was defamed by the late author Chris Kyle in the best-selling book American Sniper. Pat Kessler reports.
A Minnesota jury awarded Ventura $500,000 for defamation and $1.3 million more for unjust enrichment. The appeals court said Ventura's lawyers wrongly told the jury that damage awards would be paid by insurance companies, not by Chris Kyle's widow, Taya, which Ventura himself repeated in October.
You're talking about a multi-millionaire wife here. She's not going to pay a cent anyway. The insurance company's got it from top to bottom.
Ventura had sued Kyle's estate because the memoir American Sniper claimed that Kyle punched Ventura in a California bar after Ventura made offensive comments about Navy SEALs, an incident Ventura denied. Ventura said the false story propelled American Sniper to the bestseller list and later into a Hollywood movie, which did not include the incident. The governor telling reporters last year the bad publicity ruined his reputation and dried up his job prospects.
So don't tell me that I haven't suffered. I've suffered a great deal.
Okay, he was actually falsely accused. One of the big questions is, Jesse Ventura, is he a SEAL, yes or no? Actually, he is. That's been confirmed, but try getting the SEAL community to back that up. They sort of do, but they have caveats to backing it up if they actually admit that he was a SEAL. We get a lot of problems with that.
And I think when you do that, sometimes you lose sight of the big picture. Now, when Chris died, this thing probably should have died with him, but it didn't, and it kept on. Now I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I can't attest to what happened in the bar that night. I can't attest the beauty of America is that we have our judicial system. Sometimes it works in your favor, and sometimes it doesn't. Well, when I heard about it, I was upset, and I've gotten hundreds of emails from team guys, senior to me and junior to me, both giving me talking points on both ends of the spectrum. You can only imagine. And on the way down here, I was trying to think about what I was going to say and choose my words and how I was going to address this, but Mr. Ventura is my senior, and he's a SEAL, and I don't do my laundry outside the house. I don't talk about anybody.
Okay, we got a guy admitting that Jesse Ventura is a SEAL, okay? Trying to get others to back it up, it's like, well, he did his push-ups. Okay, so he's a SEAL. Well, I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. So he's not a SEAL. Well, I'm not saying that either. Most people are mealy-mouthed, and this guy finally did say that he's a SEAL. However, he does give a lot of caveats, which actually, I think it expels Jesse Ventura from the SEAL community.
In the community, and unless they're standing in front of me, and if I have a problem with them, then we'll settle it. But he is a Navy SEAL, and his trident is just as gold as everybody else's that's in our community. And team guy to team guy, blood to bone, I think that this is over. I think it should be dropped. I mean, you won, and
okay, yeah, there's a lot of support for Chris Kyle and his widow, but let's face it. I mean, if you're going to lie about a guy like Jesse Ventura, yeah, no wonder he wants his name cleared. He wants his name cleared more than he wants the money, and I know exactly where Ventura's coming from on this one. Now we have another dickhead, Stolen Valor. Stolen Valor.
All right, so it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Tampa, Florida. There's this jackhole over here that I pulled up and talked to for a minute. Doesn't have his veteran's ID. No self-respecting veteran be wearing his uniform with an ROTC.
Excuse me, veteran's ID? What the hell is that? Okay. And he admitted that the guy he's chasing is junior ROTC, which is not the same as military. But they do wear a military uniform. It's a little different, but it's junior ROTC, which is not the same as a veteran.
Patch, some of the other stuff you're going to go see. So we're going to have a quick conversation with him. Follow me. Hey, hold up there, buddy. You're military, huh? You in the Army? Don't want to get an ROTC patch? Wearing an Army soldier's uniform?
He's wearing an ROTC patch, which negates the military aspect of that uniform. And yes, they're always collecting money and doing bake sales and other things to raise money. They're told to do that. That's part of their program. There is no veteran's ID card. The kid's what, about 14 years old, 15 years old, and you're chasing them down and you're screwing with them? Yeah, he may have nervously misanswered, your question. Are you a veteran? Yeah. Well, look at the situation. I mean, you might answer incorrectly if you're accosted like this guy is and you're threatened. This is assault, okay? This is assault with the threat of battery. Where's your veteran's ID card? Which tells me this fat boy has never been in the military. He's a piece of shit. He's a scumbag. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Take off my uniform. What is this, deliverance? You take them pants off right now. It's not your uniform. Okay, so we have robbery. Robbery in progress right now.
Yes, sir. Don't walk out and try to hit my car. Take that uniform off. Yes, sir.
Okay, this must have happened in Georgia because Deliverance, they always tell you to take your pants off. And if you saw the movie Deliverance, which, by the way, is a true story, I didn't know that till later, what happens when you take your pants off? Well, you get your rectum resized. First of all, now he says it's his uniform. That's simply a lie. It's not your uniform, jackass. And I guess he has something for this kid here, Yeah, he's going to fight this guy.
We got the balls to stand out here. We got military people coming in and out this base every day. That takes balls.
This guy's just harassing this kid, plain and simple. And the guy doing the harassing, he is not a war veteran. He's not military. He's not any of that. He's just some sorry SOB picking on some kid.
You're not looking for trouble, but you're coming at people telling you're a veteran.
Well, he may have misanswered the question about the veteran part, and he could have been nervous and answered because of that. But no, the guy's got an ROTC patch. It's not stolen valor. Okay, the guy's not claiming to be something he's not. He said ROTC and all that kind of stuff. ROTC, we get it. It's not military. It's going to be military, possibly. But JROTC, and they're doing things for JROTC, I mean, okay, doesn't mean he ought to be harassed. But anyway, Fat Boy here doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, and he really should be stepped on. Okay, and we talk about Poster 7. Well, I can do anything I want. Poster 7. So we look at some of the verbiage here. Oh, wait. Photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. I don't know if you can read that or not. Okay. But you can look it up yourself, Poster 7. This is the paragraph that the frauditors say, well, I can do whatever I want. This post office is my humble abode. First of all, let's read the verbiage. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances. Wait, maybe. Doesn't say they have the right to be. Doesn't say it's their right. It's possible and may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, except when prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel as employees that work at the post office or a federal court order or rule. This does not say you have the right to film this post office like it's your humble abode. No, frauditors, you're wrong. And then if we look a little further, other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head. Oh, okay. Other photographs. So let's see, if you're not news. Okay, well, if you're doing it for news purposes, then you would have news credentials, which the frauditors do not. And speaking of dickheads,
here with this document right here hanging on your wall, Poster 7, Rules and Regulations of Governing Conduct on Postal Property. Right. Photographs for news, advertising, commercial purposes are explicitly allowed inside and outside the building.
It does not say explicitly allowed, you damn liar. Explicitly allowed, no. It says maybe. Maybe. Okay, may. Not explicitly allowed, you stupid liar. Stolen valor, and this is valor of the human race, because this guy don't even qualify.
Well, you're the supervisor of the facility. You should know that better than I do.
I understand that, and I assume you're just taking pictures. I don't know you're doing that unless you tell me. I asked you out back what you were taking pictures of.
No, what you told me it was illegal to take pictures of a federal building.
It is.
It's not. You're looking at your rules right here, sir.
Jason Gutter Trash, you're a liar.
For commercial purposes, are you making a commercial?
Am I
Yeah, are you making a commercial?
making a commercial? That's not
That was the question. Are you making a commercial?
what commercial purposes means.
I know.
I don't know what that means. So therefore, it doesn't apply. If I don't know what it means, obviously it doesn't apply, and I can treat this facility as my personal humble abode.
You're trying to sell the building. What are we doing?
No, I'm not trying to sell the building, but I can assure you I fall into that category.
And I can assure you that you don't, and you're a liar and a piece of gutter trash.
Well, can I see a document or something? Can I see some ID?
There's your document.
Can I see?
Oh, yeah. Where's your ID? Well, blah, 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 blah. This guy is a piece of horse shit.
See some ID.
You don't need ID.
Yeah, we would.
There's no need for ID.
Yeah, there is, if you're
And I
news.
assure you, I mean, if you want to have a civil conversation about it, I can explain.
Well, we're trying to have a civil conversation, you dickhole.
Trying to do.
You sure? So I can explain to you what the law is.
You're not a lawyer. And you're not a law enforcement officer. You're a piece of shit. And if we look at your employment history, yeah, you're definitely a piece of shit.
If you're interested in that, if you stop telling me what it's not, I'd be happy to tell you what it is.
Okay, tell me what it is.
Yeah, I'd be happy to tell you, but you're just a bum, asshole.
Okay, so as it states here, Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, but you don't have an auditorium here, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel. Right? There's also...
Other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster.
That's other photographs. I fall under the first part of that.
Can I see something to show you?
Good question. Can you see something that shows you that? Yeah, well, I fall in that other category. That is simply a lie.
Can I see something to show you that?
There is nothing. What would I show you?
I don't know. A letter.
Credentials, you dick. Are you a journalist? No. You're a liar when you say you are.
The postmaster says you can be here.
I don't need a letter from the postmaster.
Yeah, you would.
I'm going to ask you to leave, please.
Well, I would, if I was you, I would call the postmaster.
But you're not him.
Okay, I'll wait for you to call. Because I need to get some video of the rest of the building, but I'll let you confirm it first.
And that's for criminal surveillance, of course. And this guy is loitering. You know what? One thing I did is I talked to a lawyer about this. You know, going to a post office, hanging around and stretching and milking your business, and you're going there to buy a stamp, that actually qualifies as loitering. Yeah. Well, the law didn't say that. The law says a lot of things, and the law can be interpreted many ways, and there are many laws, and I'm not going to show you the entire law library. Anyway, this goes on and on and on. Guys, let's just face it. The way you're not delivering mail these days, I guess frauditors, you're doing a good job, impeding the mail process. Because we can't have mail being delivered on time. This guy lies and lies and lies. Well, I'm not interested in people's personal information. Yeah, he records it all the time, including people's VIN numbers. All right, just another video about who knows what. Wrapping up, the SEAL community has thrown Jesse Ventura under the bus. They should not have done that. And frauditors need to be dealt with.